What up? I said what up? What up? What's going on, y'all? Chilling? 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 Look at this. Bam! Get out of here, baby. How y'all doing? Don't forget to submit your clips to codfieldtop5@hotmail.com. Not the link, but the copy and paste, the email address will be in the description. Grenade! I don't know why I threw that grenade. But my previous video, I did delete the comment because it took up like it was a lot of comments and it just was stupid. Me and these guys were going back and forth because my videos are basically locked on 60 frames per second. When I play on a 60 hertz monitor. Somebody said, Jive, put it to 120 frames per second or whatever. Why are you locked on 60? I'm like, I'm playing on a 60 hertz monitor. They're arguing me down. They're arguing me down. It looks better. It looks better if you put more frames per second. Yeah, it does. But it looks slightly better. You know what I'm saying? It looks great when I'm playing right here. The guy, he said it's less screen tearing, this and that. I don't have any screen tearing when I'm playing. Maybe you might see some screen tearing in the YouTube video. In the YouTube video, you might see some screen tearing. But when I'm playing the game, it's never screen tearing. Everything looks great. When I get my 120 hertz monitor, that's when I'll turn my frames per second up to 120 hertz. I had a 120 hertz monitor before, and I used to play COD on it, and it looked great. But it broke, and now I don't have a 120 hertz monitor. And it's still in my closet. I don't know. They wanted me to like mail it off, then pay this. I'm like, man, whatever, man. But, like I was saying, 60 frames per second on a 60 hertz monitor is good enough for me and most other people that lock their stuff on 60 frames per second. You know, it's not a big difference if you run more than 60 frames per second on a 60 hertz monitor. It just isn't. I could see if I was locked at 30 frames per second. Now, that's different. You know, 30 frames per second to 60 frames per second is like a super big difference. 60 to 120 is a super big difference, but not on a 60 hertz monitor. Yeah, it looks slightly better, but here is how I look at it. You ever drive on the city streets? On the city streets, you're driving, you got your car, whatever, regular car, your regular sedan, driving up the street, you got your Buick Luzerne, whatever, 4-door, you're regular, you're at the light, and then a souped up Ferrari pulls up next to you, right? You're both on the city streets. A souped up Ferrari pulls up next to you and zooms past you. Why am I doing all that? But like I was saying, he zooms past you. And then the next light, he's waiting at the red light, and then you just pull up. And you just look at him like the Kermit the Frog look like. Okay, like what was all that for? That's basically what it is. It looks good, it looks better, but it's basically, you know, you both wind up at the same spot. So don't give me you need 120 grenade. You need 120 frames per second. No, I'm doing a 60 hertz monitor, so I'm gonna run at 60 frames per second. I did used to go 70 frames per second, and I didn't really see the difference because I'm playing on a 60 hertz monitor. it feels smoother. No, it didn't. I used to play on 120 frames per second. It didn't feel smoother for me. For me, it didn't. And when I played on 120 frames per second, I was using a GTX 780. Right now, I'm using a 770, which can push it, but I was using a 780, so don't give me that bull crap. But I'm out of here. Jive Turkey. I don't know why I did that. Yo, this your boy Jive Turkey live from the 2-1 motherfucking 5. Oh yeah. Most of the guys that we were going back and forth was cool with it. You know, there were a couple PC guys. One guy literally said, if you're gonna have that attitude, stay on console. Stay on console. Just because I said I'm okay with 60 frames per second for now. Wow.